prepared and your ears tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
Well, what's up, you idiots? Once again, it's me, here, doing this bullshit once more. This thing is hot, I don't care, I look cute. I'm busting. So where do we begin when we talk about WPA action? And if you're wondering, why are we on so late? Well, it's simply because there was a traumatizing experience that we still had to get over, and I didn't really give a shit about it, so I got over it quicker, meaning that I got to host the show. You bunch of pussies. Well, we started off, as always, with game changer results. And it was the Ronan Shona Campbell taking on the Messiah. And, well, Messiah lost that match, which, no surprise there. He lost that championship. That's what he gets for boasting about having 3 belts. Dipshit. Now, Shona was able to take on Jackson and Tezzeret. I don't know why. I think she just felt sorry for him or something like that. But Jackson Ayers was able to defeat her, but that celebration was short-lived as he made the mistake of challenging the Master Sean Puff. I mean, come on, new guy. You gotta crawl before you walk. I mean, gee whiz. The only reason you got the one championship match was because somebody wanted to try you out. Wanted to bust your cherry. You can't just go after the Master Sean Puff for a game change with a game changer on the line and think you're gonna just succeed at that. I mean, come on. Now, the Master Sean Puff decided to call out the South Bronx Savage. Now, I don't know if he's scared of Sean Puff or if he's just scared of success or challenges, but we couldn't find him, so there's that. So, we moved on, and Puff challenged Martel the Carpenter, which is never a good idea, especially lately, because Martel's been on quite the tear lately. And that match is still going on. They're still filming, folks. There's no quitting that Martel guy. Sinister doesn't like him at all. As a matter of fact, there's like a unspoken word in Sinister. You do not lose to Martel the Carpenter. Now, we got into normal action, and we had some guest commentators, guest ring announcers, as the Emperor 2K and Liam served as guest ring announcer, since his fucking opponent wouldn't show up. He must have been out saving Gotham City or some shit. But Supreme Knight never showed up. So, to celebrate his win, the Emperor served as our guest ring announcer. Did a pretty good job. Did some of it in Espanol. I don't speak that shit, but hey. The Latin community loved it. Our audience is Latinx. They said it was bueno. Now, our next match was supposed to be Matt Blakely versus South Bronx Savage, and as I said, we couldn't find South Bronx Savage, so Matt Blakely went down on the commentary table with those other 2 idiots down there. Claude and whatever the other guy's name. Philip, Peter, Paul, Mary. Let me look at... Maybe Witchcom has it in his notes. What is his name? Oh, there we go. Peter. He went and played with Peter and Claude down on the commentary. He actually did a pretty good job, too. So, we finally got a match, and it was Frankie Bones versus Money MF and Mike. And Money MF and Mike stood not one chance against Frankie Bones, as Frankie Bones boned him into an L. When if he tipped him afterwards. Now, our next match featured the sponsored athlete Jay Masters taking on Donnie Boy. Now, that was actually a good match there. That could have went either way. But the sponsored athlete wound up defeating Donnie Boy for the win. I guess Jonathan's right. He is one tough SOB. Now, for some reason, Johnathan has Bruno written next to these matches. What the fuck does Bruno mean? What? That means we're not going to talk about it? Okay. Well, next match was Money versus Brasshole. And, dude, that was another pretty good match as Money defeated Brasshole to pick up the win. That guy needs a win. Now, the next match I could have did without because it featured that asshole Johnny Rocco against some guy named the Forgotten One, Matty Ice. And it was a pretty evenly match for most of the way through until Matty Ice made a couple mental errors, and Johnny Rocco capitalized on him and hit the freaking Charm City driver on him. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, shit. You can't make mistakes against Johnny Rocco. It's going to not fare well for you. You know, next time remind me to start the show when I have a full bottle of this stuff. Or at least a backup. Now, in our next match, we had our Game Changer champion, Master Sean Puff, going up against the Darkstalker. And another fairly hot contested match. And the Master Sean Puff pulled out the win, defeating the Darkstalker. You know, it's crazy. Like, you got 3 people from Sinister that were in the top 10, you know, as of October 3rd. And the Darkstalker somewhere like 11th through 20th somewhere, or somewhere around there. He might be in the bottom somewhere. I don't know. How many wins does that guy even have? You know, if he was smart, you know, he'd stop using the Child Stalker and start...
And it was at that time Melvin knew he said something fucked up.
Darkstalker Jr. Yeah, that sounds better. Stop using Darkstalker Jr. and maybe then you can understand what was going on and pick up a win. Now, our next match featured Red Death versus the Wraith. And, well, poor Wraith, even though he likes to fight, he must not like to win because Red Death picked up the win and got himself another victory. Red Death, is he still the champion? Who is the champ right now? Isn't it him? Yeah, I think it is him. Yeah, we'll find out come later. You know, if that's the case, it makes sense that he would win that match. I mean, you can't just go in there and beat the champ. Now, our next match was Lady Assassin versus Fat Thomas. And something happened in the ring, and Lady Assassin wound up getting injured. So, due to a referee stoppage, Fat Thomas was declared the winner. I mean, even he looked kind of concerned. I mean, nobody wants to win a match that way. And we wish our best too, Lady Assassin. Speedy recovery. And we'll see you when you get back. But yeah. But it was a good match until she got injured though. Yeah, it was going pretty good. She's a tough one to beat too. Now, Super Champion King was taking on Shepherd Bane. And for once in his life, god dang it, Super Champion King came with the battle and defeated Shepherd Bane. Enough said there. That guy needs another belt around his waist. I'm telling you. Wow. Hey, look. Texas Hates You versus JP DiMaggio. You know, Contrary to what you feel, I don't have anything against JP DiMaggio. And once again, I had nothing to do with that. That's all I'm going to say. But Texas Hates You had something to do with giving Kingpin an L on his record. You know, the guy started off pretty hot. He's kind of slowing off a little bit. You might want to pick it back up. Just saying. Now, here's one of the matches that actually sent us to shock therapy. If it didn't send us, it started the transition. It was the badass Eddie Vendetti taking on Jermaine Walker. And Jermaine Walker was poised to win the match when out of the blue, the badass Eddie Vendetti reversed the hold and pinned Jermaine Walker.
Sorry, what?
Ain't that some shit? I think, yeah. So add that to the list of people who have beaten the god of man. Yeah, I know, it was kind of crazy. You think he beat up Phillips Pick, but he's not. Nope. Now our next match was the Beast versus James Altrez, and the Beast had defeated James Altrez via a Beast Bomb and picking up the win. And then our last singles match featured the First Lady Alexa Leslie, welcome back, versus Lycan Umbris. And the First Lady, that was another good match, I swear. That should have been in a cage or something. It was just fierce. But Lady Alexa Leslie defeated Lycan Umbris. A lot of respect between them two. And then we moved on. You know, Johnathan's still a little shook up. He might have to go see therapy. Hey, Johnathan, if you're watching, if you go to the doctor, I think Philip was okay. He's back, isn't he? Okay. Make sure if you go to the doctor, it's not Fat Thomas. He's not a doctor, okay? Getting tired of people. I don't know how he fools people. He looks nothing like a doctor. Too fat. Now, we held number one contender matches. The first one was for the Triple Threat Championship, and it featured the idiot Winthorpe Percy Alexander IV versus Katsun Corey versus Nergigante. And Nergigante pinned the idiot WPA the fourth. Which is no surprise. He's a sucky guy. I said what I said. Now, in match 2, it was the Prince of Crime Delirious versus the Blueprint Jackson Ayers versus Crusher LB, who was too chicken shit to show up. So it became a 1-on-1. And Delirious pinned the Blueprint Jackson Ayers. You know how you could tell that him and Sterling J are a couple? Because they lose. A couple of losers. And our next number one contender match, we had one for the television championship, and it was Chrysalis versus the now named Tiffany. That name sounds so bougie. She sounds like she should be at Starbucks getting a caramel mocha latte frappe with almond milk, no sugar. How can you not get sugar? Yeah. Anyway, Chrysalis defeated her in a very nice match against Tiffany. You know, I don't know what changing name. What do people change their name in this league for? I have no idea. It does no good for you. You're still losers. You know, you got rid of a name with an L, you still taking L's. Call you Liffany. Yeah. Now, so we have number one contenders for the TV championship. It is Chrysalis. And then the number one contenders for the Triple Threat Championship. are Nergante and Delirious. Speaking of the championships, it was the Ronin Shonen Campbell taking on Martel the Carpenter, and this, folks, is what sent Johnathan to therapy, as Martel the Carpenter defeated Shonen Campbell to become your new television champion.
Sorry, what?
I don't know why he got so upset, why he got so shocked and passed out. He said that one day he would win a title. I think it's who he beat that he was shocked. I didn't think he would think it would be somebody from Sinister or something like that. That's like the ultimate revenge for Martel the Carpenter. Not only do you get a championship, but you beat somebody from Sinister to get the championship. After what the shit they put him through, man. Phew. But hey, congratulations, Martel. I mean, hell. I hate to see who you're going against now. Oh wait, we know who you're going against next. you better be on your early A game there. Hey, he's got 2 belts now. Yeah, we could have 3 if he beats Sean Puff. Well, he's got that other unsanctioned one that he never defends. He's like the longest reigning undisputed, unsanctioned I-95 Walmart Al 13 go down to Tommy's Pizzeria, hang a left, unsanctioned champ. Now, in our next match, we had the WPA Triple Threat Championship, and it was Casper 2779 versus DJ Tech versus Crony Fist, and everybody knows nobody ever loses to anybody named Crony Fist, but damn it, Casper wasn't losing to nobody named DJ Tech either, as he pinned DJ Tech to retain his title, and we're happy for Casper 2779. He deserves to have some good stuff happen in his life. Good on you. In our main event, it was the Messiah versus the Standard, Starlin J, for the United States Championship. And folks, I don't even need to tell you the result of that shit. It's Starlin J involved. We already know what we knew was going to happen from the time the bell rang. But she did put up a good fight. It's like when you're in a track meet and you're behind the first place guy and you run faster, but you never catch up to him, but you just make it look good. That's kind of how she loses. But yeah, she lost the match, and the Messiah is still your United States champion. Now, next week, he might not be, depending on who WP admin chooses to put him up against. Because once again, folks, it's a mega week. This is a good month for mega weeks, I tell you. From September to October, man, we've been having a lot of mega weeks. They're awesome. I love it. Because then Johnathan gets tired and his mental capability starts going down and he gets triggered real easy. Yeah. But coming up, Philip will be here to tell you who his pick of the week is. Enjoy watching it if you watch tonight. If you don't watch tonight, you can watch it tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That way you're notified when a match, when we post this stuff. Hit the like button. Comment below. Other than that, I'm out, bitches.
whenever you're watching it. I'm Philip Alexander Carrington IV. Excuse my appearance as I had some business to take to, and my clothing, needless to say, got a little mess on it. But I will not take long because I can't believe I'm going to say this, at least not in this capacity. But my pick of the week is none other than. Excuse me. My pick is more. Come on, Philip, you can do it. Say it. Say it. Martel the Carpenter is my pick of the week. After taking control of a television title match against a very highly formidable opponent who was on quite a tear and ranked at the top of the top 10, he nevertheless overcame those odds and defeated Shona Campbell, earning himself a TV title. And my pick for this week. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and get some of this nasty taste out of my mouth. Oh, Jeffrey, get the car. Good day. I said good day. God. Ugh. I can't believe that Bull actually won. The apocalypse. Oh.